side of the road, basically everywhere we've gone so far in northern Newfoundland, there's been piles of wood like that. And there's also been roadside gardens as well. We're pretty confused by it at first, but we've found out by talking to some of the locals that everybody just seems to get their firewood dropped off at the side of the road. That seems to be where they have space to let it dry out. And their gardens, I guess the ground is a lot more fertile near the road, and so they plant their gardens there as well. And it seems really foreign to us because having things out at the road like that is probably the best way to get them stolen. But I guess the way that it works here on the island is that everybody knows everybody, and so if somebody were to get caught stealing from your garden or stealing from your wood pile, then they would pretty much have to leave the island or else live in shame for the rest of their lives. So that sort of thing just doesn't happen. So people are able to just leave their things out in the open and nobody has to worry about them disappearing. It's pretty amazing. There's a saying apparently that you never want for the wood that you gave away, which is really interesting because basically that's all about the fact that if you run out of wood, somebody else will give you some, and if you give away your wood to somebody who needs it, you don't have to worry about it because somebody else will give some to you if you run out. It's pretty neat way to live. I think we need a lot more of that in our bigger cities.
That's really hot.
Yeah, it's warm. It's,
I mean, because it was sparking?
Well, it's on the hot engine, so it just gets warm from that. But so basically the problem is this wire goes to that spark plug, and you can see here that we've got a hole in it and a little hole there too. And so basically, instead of connecting to the spark plug and making it spark and make that cylinder fire, it is arcing to the metal of the engine, and that cylinder's never actually firing, which means of our 8 cylinders that are supposed to make our engine work, only 7 of them are doing it. So every 7th one, or every 8th one I guess, skips. It doesn't happen. And so we were feeling a sputtering where we would lose power just quickly and then get it, and quickly lose it and get it back. That I think is probably the reason why. So for temporary fix, we're gonna try to wrap some electrical tape around it until we can get to another shop somewhere and hopefully pick up some new wires and replace them. I'm getting kind of sick of making these kind of videos. So there we go. That's all taped up. So now the hole is covered and should hopefully be insulated again so that we don't have any more arcing. Back in. It's nice and tight. There we go. Now we'll turn it on and see how it sounds. Holy shit.
What?
Look at this truck.
Oh my god. That was we just passed through Gander.
We had a gander at Gander.
Oh, we're tired. He was wondering what to do about it. Okay, there you go.
Oh, look, he's crossing the street, I think.
I'm being.
Yeah.
Where are they at?